Hey everyone, Pastor Chris here. Welcome to the Poolside Chat. So, questions came up this week. Talk Saturday about young people, young men, young people coming back to church, coming back to God. And it's like, why? And I think that a lot of it has to do with what they've seen over the last few years. They've seen people put their faith in men, in reason, in government. And they've seen what comes of it, So they've gone back realizing there is something bigger than ourselves, that's God, and they're coming back. And it's encouraging. But why church? Can't I just meet in a coffee house or Starbucks with some other people? Can I sit at home and watch TV, I think these are great. But I want to go, what is the purpose of church? Why? Why should we get together? What is it that they get? And I'll turn actually to Hebrews 10, and I think I'm going to start in verse 19. Now this is persevering in the faith, continuing in the faith. Book of Hebrews is a great, fantastic sermon that talks about the old way, the new way, the law, Christ, and shows how Christ is superior. And in verse 19, it's a call to persevere. Therefore, once you realize who Jesus Christ is, you placed your faith in him. Therefore, brothers and sisters, since we have confidence to enter the most holy place by the blood of Jesus, by a new and living way opened for us through the curtain that is his body, and since we have a great priest over the house of God, let us draw near to God with a sincere heart and with a full assurance that faith brings, having our hearts sprinkled to cleanse us from a guilty conscience, and having our bodies washed with pure water. Let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for he who promised is faithful. And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. So what do? What is it that people see? They see people meeting together, spurring one another on towards love. How do we love and make things better? From the encouragement others give us through God. And how do we see these people? We see them by meeting together, where we can encourage one another. And I think, as simple as that sounds, it is that simple. What is one of the reasons to go to church? To meet together with like-minded people, or to meet others who have something that we're lacking. How do we learn what that is? By seeing what other people have and asking. How do we learn how to act out this love? How to work? How to have the peace that others have? By talking. How do we learn what is truth in all of this? By being taught as we gather together. So I think all of us know this. And I think sometimes in simplicity, we try to overcomplicate things. And maybe that's what drives some people away from church, the overcomplicating. And maybe the young people now are finding out what the author of Hebrews found and encouraged us to do. Get together, learn how to live in love, learn how to encourage each other in love, and do not forsake getting together with each other so you can encourage each other. Admonish is my big word. correct each other if you start straying away. And as I said earlier, hold unswervingly to the hope we possess, for he who promised is faithful, who won't let you down. And I would dare say it really is that simple. So, if you don't know what I mean by that, who Jesus is and how you come to him, how do you observe these people, ask me. Ask a good pastor, a good Christian friend you know, and let them explain, one, to have the insurance, you have a relationship with God, and then two, how to meet with others, like-minded people, so you can encourage each other in the faith. And that's what I got. So guys, go out there. As some pastors will say, go and do likewise. I say be blessed. Keep the questions coming. Remember, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, at FL Compass Church. And now on Instagram, at FL Compass Church. Have a great week. See you Saturday.